I will say I am feeling a lot better about what's going on in the crypto world right now. And there's a lot more trust in the crypto ecosystem because of the transparency and the over-collateralization than I think there is in the traditional financial markets. And it's always darkest before the dawn. I believe we've passed the darkest.
Welcome to Dream Richer. Do you think crypto will rule the future? According to Cathie Wood, the answer is a resounding yes. The cryptocurrency winter, with prices of most crypto assets tumbling in recent months, has shone a harsh light on the fragility of Bitcoin and other crypto assets as stores of value. The notion that, unlike other risky assets, they will prove immune to changes in interest rates or serve as protection against inflation has been dashed. Stocks have certainly taken a beating recently, but the cryptocurrency crash has been even more drastic. The US government has the opportunity to take the lead if it acts fast in setting standards for this industry and guiding international cooperation. It is also essential to make a push for digital and financial literacy that makes investors who might get carried away by the technology better aware of the risks. By the end of this video, Cathie Wood unravels the future of crypto and how the bear market will play out. If you find the video helpful, then don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it.
It has been an incredible month, and fears of systemic collapse have been rife in the marketplace. We've seen Bitcoin, it peaked way back in November at 69,000, and it is now at 19,500. It is still higher than its pre-COVID 7,000 to 10,000 range. And it is just about at its 2017 high. So this could be some support. It's also at, it is below its 200-week moving average, which is at 22,500. So there is some concern that that is the new resistance. Now, as we've seen the last month play out, talk about a reach for yield. Crypto personified that, DeFi personified that. And we knew that the Luna Terra experiment with algorithmic stablecoins was not going to work. It was backed by nothing. And I remember we did a podcast with Do Kwon, it's still on our site, and I remember listening to it twice because I couldn't understand what he was doing or saying. I am an economist. I really do try and noodle through these things, and I just didn't think that was going to work. It's interesting that BlockFi is going to FTX. We know that two other platforms or companies, LedN, which is a lending platform in Canada, as did, I believe, Morgan Creek. Now, these are people who really know what's going on in DeFi. And if they're willing to step in here, that has increased my confidence to some extent that the systemic risk is diminishing here. With time, we're seeing that each meltdown seems to be a smaller one, not the opposite.
As Cathie Wood argues, one of the biggest positive upsides of crypto is its transparency. This sets it apart from any other traditional finance asset, which are much more prone to manipulation by individuals in high power. However, the anonymity of crypto poses a significant question. Can it be used by terrorists? While there is still no indication that digital currencies have been adopted by any terrorist organization on an institutional level, but cases where terrorists have used digital currencies highlights a distinct possibility that risks could develop in the future. For example, according to a 2015 Europol report, Bitcoin was featured in high-profile investigations involving payments between criminals and was used in over 40% of illicit transactions in the European Union.
I will say that I am feeling a lot better about what's going on in the crypto world right now. You'll see our Bitcoin monthly. I would say we're neutral to positive. We're waiting for a few more capitulation signals. And of course, time will tell on the systemic side here. And we haven't heard of another stress signal in the last few days. So that's good as well. What I will leave with is what's happened in the crypto market gives you a sense of why it's going to work long run. It's transparent. And there's a lot more trust in the crypto ecosystem because of the transparency and the over-collateralization than I think there is in the traditional financial markets. Maybe there are some problems out there, and we will find out. But for right now, I'm relieved, number one, that we have so many signals that will get to the Fed in some way, shape, or form, even if they have to wait for the CPI. They will get into the CPI. And that they are suggesting to me that the Fed has already gone too far, and that if it increases rates again, I doubt it'll be 75, maybe 25 or 50. I even think that will be a bit too much given what's going on out there and given the recession we're in. But at least the numbers, and part of this is downward revisions. Originally, the Fed thought these numbers were very strong, consumption very strong. No, consumption's falling apart. Believe it or not, bad news is good news now, as tends to be the case in a bear market when inflation is a concern. So bad news is good news, and it's always darkest before the dawn. I believe we've passed the darkest place.
It's clear from Cathie Wood's explanation that crypto is a solid asset that will see bright light at the end of the tunnel. One of the biggest benefits of using Bitcoin, for example, is just how secure it is, since it is not physical currency. Therefore, it is impossible for thieves to palm it off the holder. Hackers can steal a person's cryptocurrency if they know the private keys for the wallet. However, with proper security, it is technically impossible to steal Bitcoin. While there are reports of hacks at cryptocurrency exchanges, Bitcoin's exchange has remained impervious to such breaches. Likewise, crypto does not incur banking fees, which can add up to hefty numbers. Do you agree with Cathie Wood's explanation? Let us know in comments below. To learn more about the latest crypto news, watch these videos here.